See, I'm just going to set my razor blade up there. And I'm just going to move across really quickly.
Hey, welcome to the Daddykirbs Monday Meetups, where we are building community. I am privileged every Monday now to present to you a guest from another YouTube channel, another homesteading type YouTube channel. Please welcome in this episode Daniel from GoForGreenLiving as he shows us how he grafts tomatoes.
Hey Blake, welcome to GoForGreenLiving Homestead. I'm Daniel, and I wanted to share with you and your subscribers grafting tomatoes. I know you might ask, why would I want to take a perfectly healthy plant and cut it in half? Well, let me explain to you. Okay, in our soils, just my soil alone, I don't know your soil exactly, but my soil alone, we have 5 different kinds of wilt in our soil. There's blight, there's all kinds of diseases that strike tomato plants, and your heirloom tomato plants, that's mainly what I grow is your heirloom tomato plants. They're capable of fighting all these different diseases, for long periods of time. So what I do is I find a tomato plant that is disease resistant against all those wilts, against blight, against everything that is in my soil, which happens to be supernatural rootstock. And I will cut off the top part of this heirloom tomato, and I will graft it onto this to the rootstock. Alright, the supplies you're going to need. You're going to need some way of marking and labeling your tomato plants, pen or pencil, these nifty little grafting clamps, brand new razors, razor blades. You can use just any kind of razor blade. Just make sure it's brand new, because you want to make a crisp, clean cut across these tomatoes when we get into that. So I can put them into this 100% humidity dome right here. It's just a little cracked aquarium. It don't gonna matter, because I'm not going to hold water. I just want to hold humidity in there, so while the plants heal. Now, after you graft them, it's very important. They need to go to a super 100% shady area, someplace dark, so they can heal. They don't need to be growing. They don't need new leaves. They don't need to be doing anything but healing. And they'll heal for 2 or 3 days, and then fish jumping down there. I guess there's a bug landing on top of it. After they heal, then you start conditioning them back into the sunlight. You lower their humidity. You start bringing in the sunlight a little bit more and a little bit more until they're acclimated to the new soil. And see, actually these clips will eventually pop off the tomato. It'll grow right out of it. So, these clips are not required to have to stay on there. So, I have several tomato plants here ready to go. I have pineapple, green zebra, pink accordion, black trim, hillbilly, yellow brandywine, and ace tomato, all ready to be grafted. Alright Blake, this is what we want to do. We want to pick out as a good tomato plant, which I'm going to pick out this nice pineapple plant right here. Get him out of there. That is a pineapple tomato plant, and we want to pick out a good. We want to match this size right here. Try to get it about perfect. So I'm going to take it right over here real quick, and it's about that one right there. All right, and these two match about perfect. This is our rootstock right here. And this is our pineapple tomato right here. Now, this is the part right here. I got to get my razor blade, and this is the part that everybody's gonna go, oh! What I want to do is I want this tomato right here but I'm going to have to cut it. And I'm going to cut it at a 45-degree angle. I'm going to cut it at a 45-degree angle with causing as little stress to the plant as I possibly can. Let me get this one out of the way. See, I'm just going to set my razor blade up there, and I'm just going to move across really quickly. Just that quick. Now this rootstock is not no good for nothing, so I'm just going to get it out of the way. This is what we were after, but we were going to go ahead and take off these two bottom leaves here. They ain't going to do nothing. Clean up our area. So now we take our rootstock, and we want it the same area. We want to match the same angle that we got before. So we're going to come right here, and we're just going to do the same thing. I'm just going to go right across. Put a nice little 45-degree angle on that end, and y'all can see that just fine. Alright, now this top isn't no good, but I'm going to stick it in aquaponics and try to reroot it, because it just works as a continuous cycle. So I'm going to put the rootstock in our dirt down here, because once you put them together, then you don't want to mess with them. And kind of turn that a little bit so you can see the 45-degree angle. So I'm going to match my 45-degree angle with my top to the bottom to match up. See how perfectly they fit together? So I want to take one of my clips. Alright guys, I hope y'all enjoyed that. You know I love to do my grafting. This year we're going to be grafting peppers, eggplants, everything we can. Alright guys, Ani Ove Ocho means I love you, Hebrew. Later guys.
Thank you, Daniel, for sharing your gifts, your talents, and your passion here on the Daddykirbs Farm. I know I learned something. I would love to encourage all of you watching to go check out Daniel's channel, Go for Green Living. Give him some thumbs up and subscribe to his channel, and leave a comment below here on this video to let me know how you like the Monday meetups and what you learned from Daniel in this episode. Thank you so much for watching. I'll talk to you soon. In this episode, I would love to introduce to you In this episode